Welcome back to English Practice with Monica. Have you ever wanted to describe your day in English but didn't know which words to use? Maybe you know some vocabulary, but when it's time to speak, you don't know how to put everything together. Well, today we're going to change that. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to talk about our daily routine in English, step by step. You'll learn useful vocabulary, common daily activities, time expressions, linking words, and how to build complete sentences naturally. By the end of this podcast, you'll be able to describe your day with more confidence and speak more naturally in English. So get ready to listen, repeat, and practice with me. Let's get started. What is a daily routine? A daily routine is the things you usually do every day. For example, I wake up at 6 a.m. I take a shower. I have breakfast. I go to work. I come home. I go to bed. Now we're going to break it down step by step. First, let's look at the things we usually do in the morning. I wake up at 6 a.m. I get out of bed. I make my bed. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I take a shower. I get dressed. I have breakfast. I drink coffee. I leave home. Let's see these sentences in a complete morning routine. Listen carefully. Every morning, I wake up at 6 a.m. First, I get out of bed and make my bed. Then I brush my teeth and wash my face. After that, I take a shower and get dressed. I have breakfast and drink a cup of coffee. Finally, I leave home and start my day. You can also use time expressions and linking words to make your daily routine sound more natural. Time expressions such as in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, during the day, at noon, at midnight, on weekdays, on weekends, every day, before breakfast, after breakfast, before work, after work, before bed, after school, in the early morning. And linking words such as first, then, next, after that, later, finally, in the end, before that, at the same time. However, let's look at an example of a daily routine that uses linking words and time expressions. Every day, I wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning. First, I brush my teeth and take a shower. Then, I have breakfast. After that, I go to work. During the day, I work and study English. Finally, at night, I relax and go to bed. Let's take a look at some of the most common activities people do every day. Check emails, study English, exercise, cook dinner, read a book, watch TV, listen to music, talk to friends, do the laundry, clean the house, go shopping, walk the dog, check social media. Let's look at an example of a daily routine using some of these activities. Listen carefully. Every day, I check my emails in the morning and study English for an hour. Then, I go to work. After work, I exercise and go shopping if I need anything. In the evening, I cook dinner and talk to friends. Sometimes I do the laundry or clean the house. At night, I read a book, listen to music, or watch TV. Finally, I check social media and go to bed. Afternoon routine. Many people have a different routine in the afternoon. Listen. In the afternoon, I finish my work and go home. Sometimes I stop at a store to buy groceries. When I get home, I relax for a few minutes. Now let's talk about the evening routine. Common activities. Cook dinner, have dinner, spend time with family, watch TV, study, read. Listen carefully. In the evening, I cook dinner and eat with my family. After dinner, I study English for 30 minutes. Then I watch TV or read a book. Night routine. Before going to bed, people usually do a few activities. For example, brush my teeth, change clothes, set an alarm, go to bed and fall asleep. Listen carefully. Before bed, I brush my teeth and get ready for the next day. I set my alarm and go to bed at 10 p.m. Usually, I fall asleep quickly. Repeat. Before bed, I brush my teeth and get ready for the next day. I set my alarm and go to bed at 10 p.m. Usually, I fall asleep quickly. Talking about frequency. To talk about how often we do something, we use words like these. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. Let's look at some examples. I always drink coffee in the morning. I usually exercise after work. I often study English. I sometimes watch movies. I rarely stay up late. I never smoke. Speaking practice. Answer these questions aloud. What time do you wake up? Do you drink coffee or tea? What do you do in the morning? Do you work or study? What do you do in the afternoon? What do you do in the evening? What time do you go to bed? Take a moment and answer in English. Full daily routine. Listen carefully. My name is David. I usually wake up at 6 a.m. Every morning, I brush my teeth, take a shower, and have breakfast. Then I go to work. I start work at 8 a.m. and finish at 5 p.m. In the afternoon, I go home and relax. In the evening, I have dinner with my family and study English for 1 hour. Before bed, I read a book and brush my teeth. I usually go to bed at 10 p.m. Final challenge. Now try to describe your own day. Use these sentences. I wake up. I usually. In the morning. In the afternoon. In the evening. Before bed. I go to bed. Your daily routine could be something like this. I wake up at 6 a.m. Usually, I take a shower and have breakfast before starting my day. In the morning, I study English and check my emails. In the afternoon, I work, have lunch, and do some exercise. In the evening, I cook dinner, watch TV, and listen to music. Before bed, I read a book and check my social media. Now we have already seen some examples of daily routines. But now, let's look at something special, a cat's daily routine. Let's hear directly from the cat.
Hi, my name is Kitty, and this is my daily routine. I usually wake up early in the morning. First, I stretch my body and clean my face. Then I look for food, because I'm always hungry. After breakfast, I like to play for a while. Sometimes I chase toys, run around the house, or watch birds through the window. Later, I take a nap, because cats love sleeping. In the afternoon, I play again, relax in the sun, and ask for attention. At night, I eat dinner, spend time with my family, and then I go to sleep.
Now it's your turn. Try describing your own daily routine in English. Thank you so much for listening. Keep practicing every day, and I'll see you in the next episode. I'm Monica, and this is English Practice with Monica.